Meow 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 meow.
Do you ever buy those multi-pack movies just to see how weird or bad the movies in them are? Well, I do, and I have a movie for you. It's called Blue Money. This gem is directed, written, and starring a handsome, young, possibly French-Canadian guy named Alain-Patrick Chappus. Alain-Patrick Chappus? Pappy Chappy, seen here. No, wait, that's not him. Okay, this is a picture of the guy. Sorry about that. You can just see how cool he looks, can't you? Unfortunately, I don't think he has ever written, directed, or acted in a film before this, or even during this, and it really shows. There are multiple times when the dialogue is so hard to hear, and so jumbled by his accent, you can't even tell what's going on. So what is the movie about? It is the heartwarming story of a handsome and successful man who appears to have everything. He is married to a woman named Lisa, who will later tear him apart, and a baby, which is played by the director's baby. What does he do for a living, you might ask? Well, he is a cool underground director of hardcore porn. Of course, in the movie, you don't really see much of anything porn-like. In fact, mostly there are shots of black and white surveillance footage, and there are more shots of boats than any kind of nudity. Literally. At the end of the movie, there's a 5-minute boat transportation scene uncut. I have a feeling that the director owned a boat and was going to move it anyway, and thought, how can I use this? How can I turn it into a movie? The parts of the movie that are of this kind of footage is just weird, and it doesn't really fit in the way that they edited it, and it doesn't add anything really to the story. So anyway, the rest of the plot. It's about the main character, Jim, having an extramarital affair with a porn actress, and at the same time, LA Vice cops trying to close in on him to make a bust. Apparently shooting porn's illegal at this time. It's very dull, and at the end, nothing has changed. Oh, hi, spoiler alert. Also, there's a fun middle part where everyone gets high except for the director, who then talks against the porn industry that he is in, while simultaneously being the only character still willing to shoot illegal underground porn. It's a film that wants to have it both ways, and I don't mean that in a pun-like way. It wants to show the porn industry as being run by real people, but at the same time, it wants to be an exploitation film and revel in it. It's like it demonizes porn, and then it celebrates it, and then it argues against it, and then it revels in it. To say that this movie has mixed messages would be an understatement. It's a shame, too, because I enjoy central characters that go from being somewhat balanced to being consumed and degraded by their own life choices. And unfortunately, the movie just doesn't pull it off. There are scenes where an argument between the main character and his wife starts to occur, but the protests are weak. The characters never seem to have conviction or purpose other than just to drive the narrative. They talk about the promise of a better life, which consists of being on the famous boat we talked about before, to sail the 7 seas, to trade coconuts, to smoke dope, to drink wine. You know, just living the dream. Except they constantly show this couple having a really nice downtown LA apartment where they smoke dope, drink wine, and live the dream. So your dream is to do everything that you're doing now, but just rather than being in a lush apartment, it's on a boat? It's not really very good motivation. Now, some of the co-actors in the movie do seem sleazy, but they're pretty forgettable. They're gone quickly from the story, and you don't think much about them later on. No one really stands out to me, except a little bit the cop at the end of the film, Gary Kent. He's apparently a semi-famous actor and stunt guy, so if you're into B-movies and trivia, look out for that. The movie does attempt to do some humor. With the auditions, they have some crazy people that they're auditioning for the movies. In between takes of the sex scenes behind the camera, they make little jokes. The best line possibly is, "You can't come to work when you've got your period." Ha ha ha, laugh it up. It's really dull. It never hints at any of the deeper situations that the characters could be going through. It should be the hallmark of this type of melodrama. Never happens. The conclusion is also limp. Insert your own dick joke here. It's disappointing, and it does not resolve any of the issues that it clumsily broached. Blue Monday is a song from New Order, but this movie, Blue Money, looks like a typical lower-budget movie from 1972. The tagline is, "Would you perform for this man for $1,000? Would you do it for blue money?" The ad campaign basically tries to seem both seedy and full of tales of morality, but neither are pulled off very well, and it just comes across as sloppy. There are very few movies about the porn industry, and it would be an interesting concept to make a movie about. Unfortunately, this subject is not done very well in the movie, and it will just put you to sleep.